Guys and gals of the sports world, this is Will Cotchery with yet another water break. Here's what's going on right now. We start off by talking about Kevin Durant leading the U.S. men's to an 87-82 victory over France in the gold medal game. The victory gave the U.S. men's their fourth straight gold medal in basketball and their 16th overall, whereas Kevin Durant has just won his third straight gold medal in the Olympics. The closeout game of 29 points gives his third consecutive game of at least 29 points in the closeout game. He scored 30 points in each of the previous two Olympic gold medal games. So despite all the immense criticism that we've given the U.S. men's over the last several weeks with the exhibition losses, struggling early in the Olympics, they found a way to be resilient and to pull out yet another gold. So, it just really shows the true character of this team. Now, obviously, it does help when you have an elite superstar talent in Kevin Durant to carry the load. So, congratulations to the men as they take home gold once again. Off to more Olympic news as Allison Felix also was victorious in her latest race. She won the 4x400 relay to claim her record-breaking 11th Olympic medal, which surpassed Carl Lewis for the most medals by a track and field athlete. Her first Olympics games was back in 2004 when the Olympics were back in Athens, Greece, where she finished with 2 silver medals in 2 events. Felix really peaked at the 2012 games where she won a total of 4 medals and 3 of those were gold. And it just goes to just another unbelievable superstar talent that we have in American sports. Just an unbelievable feat to dominate track and field, just to really stay at that premier shape for so long. It's because she is 35 years old, and she started with the Olympic competition when she was 18. So just for the past 17 years to keep her body in peak condition is such an unbelievable headline. We always talked about especially in the last 10 to 13 years, the dominance of Usain Bolt and his greatness on the track course, of course. But when you talk about this American sports, and Allison Felix has been severely underrated. So we should really give her just due because she's been an unbelievable contributor to American greatness overseas. Now we move on to international soccer news as Lionel Messi is out of the Barcelona team. Messi had been a free agent since June 30th, but the parties between the two failed to reach a new terms on a new deal because of financial limitations from the club. Messi was very emotional in the press conference because he did want to stay, but it just wasn't financially feasible to do so. According to ESPN sources, a deal with the French club Paris Saint-Germain has already been reached between him and the club. So during his 778 games with Barcelona, Messi scored a grand total of 672 goals. He's just been such an unbelievable contributor for not only just the clubs he's been on, just the Argentina club internationally, just for the sport, the growth of the sport in general. Being as an American, we don't really give them the just due because soccer is not really one of the premier sports of discussion over here in this country. But when you talk about his continued dominance, he's really one of the Mount Rushmore players of the sport, particularly in my lifetime. He's been an unbelievable dominant force on the field wherever he plays and whichever country he goes to. And it's really a sad ending to what has been a dominant career for him, at least in this area. So I'm eager to see how he continues at age 34 and onward, where he goes from here, how he continues to keep up that high-level play at going to France. Now we move on to the NFL football, where the latest Pro Football Hall of Fame class has been enshrined. The newest members include guard Alan Faneca, coach Tom Flores, wide receiver Calvin Johnson, safety John Lynch, quarterback Peyton Manning, contributor Bill Nunn, wide receiver Drew Pearson, and cornerback/safety Charles Woodson. Now, of course, obviously, all of these individuals put very noteworthy careers, made powerful contributions to the National Football League. And really, as the older I get, it's becoming more personal to me because I've seen several of these guys. The last several years, I've seen more and more guys that I grew up watching being inducted. Of course, Peyton Manning, one of the Mount Rushmore quarterbacks in this sport. Watching John Lynch and Troy Polamalu and Charles Woodson, they've been unbelievable contributors on the defensive end, all worthy of Hall of Fame selections. Alan Faneca was a long overdue selection. Tom Flores, likewise. So it's really just for them to get their just due. It's a very beautiful thing to see. And I'm just eager to see who else is going to be enshrined moving forward. And last week, in with some very unfortunate news. Head coach, legendary Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden passed away Sunday at the age of 91 due to pancreatic cancer complications. The legendary coach, he ranked second all-time in wins. He was credited with 357 wins, second only to the legendary coach of Penn State, Joe Paterno, who finished with 409. Back and forth, they've been going back and forth for the better part of half a century. And really just when I started watching sports and realized when I really started to get into it, they were both at the tail end of their careers, but they both left an indelible mark on the sport of football. Just really how they built up those programs, Penn State and Florida State respectively. It's been such an unbelievable thing to watch, even at their late stage of their respective careers. So from 1976 to 2009, that's when Bobby Bowden was at the helm for Florida State. He won 2 national championships, one in 93, the other one in 1999, along with 12 Athletic Coast Conference championships. Now, before I wrap up, I wanted to ask you guys some questions. I have a couple questions that I want your opinion on. First and foremost, do you think Kevin Durant is the U.S. men's Olympic GOAT as far as basketball is concerned? Now, he just won his 3rd consecutive medal, and which tied Carmelo Anthony's amount, and he already passed up Carmelo Anthony in total points scored for Olympic male basketball in the United States history. And he's been such a dominant force overseas. So a lot of people have already considered him the GOAT. Do you think that's realistic, or do you think Carmelo's still the GOAT, or somebody else is more worthy of that title? So if you agree with me, because I think he's at that point already. So if you agree with me, make sure you comment the GOAT in the comment section. Now for my soccer guys, I want to know what's your favorite Messi moment with Barcelona, whether he had a dominant showing with the goal scoring, just a fan reaction, whatever just tell me in the comment section, what is your favorite moment from Barcelona? I know it may not be the most pleasant time to do that right now, but just for the sake of keeping up good memories, I'm just curious to know what your personal stories are. And as far as for my football guys, who would you add to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? There's so many varying opinions on who's worthy, who's not, but who would you put in the Hall of Fame? Who would you want to be enshrined in Canton next? And give me the specific reasons as to why. And lastly, where do you rank Bobby Bowden all time? Now, I feel like Nick Saban, has officially surpassed Bear Bryant as the GOAT. But, obviously that's another thing that's varying opinion. So, but first off, where do you rank Coach Bobby Bowden for his greatness in the college game? Is he on the Mount Rushmore? Is he outside looking in? I want to know your thoughts as well. Well, guys and gals, this is all the time I have for today. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to spread the word and spread the reach. And just click the notification bell to get all my updates on all YouTube videos. You guys have a blessed day. Be well.